Hi everyone, we are here in Kugane and we are doing the Ivalice quest line. I'm outside this airship landing and I'm going to this gate guard, meaning Gumo, to do the next quest. So, this is the next quest from Mont Blanc. Welcome to their jungle. Mont Blanc is eager to return to Prima Vista and report on your findings. Accept. Hurry, hurry! If I don't tell someone of our adventure quick, I'll positively burst, Kupo. Okay. Now what? Speak with Ramza in the tiring room. Tiring room. Prima Vista, or what should we do? I have no idea. Okay, so we have to talk to this shuttle pilot and go to Prima Vista. Okay. Ramza. This woman asked much of us. The Viera have ever been wary of outsiders. For centuries, their many tribes have remained hidden in the jungles, content with their self-imposed solitude. Each tribe has its own strict code and will meet swift punishment to any who would defy these laws. As such, many Viera will spend her entire life bound to the territory of her ancestors, both unwilling and unable to venture beyond its borders. And while the tribes are wholly independent, they have agreed to uphold a single standard: shun all contact with the outside world unless it is to protect the jungle. That said, with every generation there are those Viera who long for a life beyond the verdant sea of trees and abandon their tribes to start a new life in the kingdom's cities. My guess is that this friend is one such individual, who also happens to be the only individual we know who can guide us to the monastery. Kupo. It seems Sweet Sword Arm won't be enough to see us through this predicament. She'll need to do the right mantle of a diplomat if we are to convince all the alliances and the East Aldana Trading Company to grant us aid. What could go wrong? Yes, I know you said not to call unless it was urgent, but this is urgent. All right, not exactly, but my superiors have come to a decision on your request, and I thought you might want to hear what they had to say. Oh, and let me preempt any request for immediate disclosure with a reminder that the information is much too sensitive to discuss over Link Pearl. Meet me at the Ruby Bazaar post-haste and I shall duly apprise you of their judgment. Okay. Well then, sweet. What are we waiting for? Okay. Oh. Ah, to her. I've read about how you united the whole of Eorzea under a single standard and convinced the Holy See to end a 1000-year conflict. Compared to that, asking for a few soldiers and a coffer of 3 of gil should be piece of Rolandberry cake. I suppose we should inform Vagi down at Kugane Landing of our progress. You mentioned he was to keep an eye on us. Oh, cool. We are going back to Kugane. There. Yes. So you have an answer from East Aldernaut already impressive. It would seem the Lady Friend has underestimated your influence amongst the realm's players. I assume you have no objections to me joining you then. Okay. Speak with Lina Muwila near the Ruby Bazaar. Ruby Bazaar. Oh, there. Okay. Going outside before. We can go there. Okay. Yeah. Or not? No. No. Okay. Hancock awaits us in the bazaar. Shall we, sweet? Enter the Ruby Bazaar. Yes. A lovely lady and a banga? And here I was expecting you would be alone, sweet. But excuse my manners. I'm Hancock, representative of the East Aldernaut Trading Company, assigned to oversee her assets here in Kugane. It is a pleasure to meet you. And I'm Yugiri. We apologize for making you come all this way. Not that it is far from the landing to Vagi, was it? I serve Lothian, rightful ruler of Doma. I have come bearing our nation's reply to your entreaty. And I am Tataru Taru of the Scions of the Seventh Stone. I am only here seeing as no one else could be bothered. Well, that and to bear a message from the leaders of the Eorzean Alliance. Thank you both for coming. I am Vagi, formerly of the Damascan Royal Fusiliers. I now claim allegiance to Lentus Tears, a resistance group seeking to accomplish what you have in Doma and Alamigo. What tidings have you brought us? Allow me to begin then. While the East Alternate Trading Company sympathizes with your plight, we are not in a position to grant you the funding you seek. As you are aware, the East Alternate Trading Company prides itself in its neutrality, be it in matters political or personal. And what of our relationship with the Orson Alliance? Yes. What I meant to say was, here in Hingashi, the East Alternate Trading Company prides itself in its neutrality, be it in matters political and You must understand our position. Simply supplying coin to any one group would make it appear that we somehow favor that group over another. Seeing as we conduct business openly and fairly with everyone, doing such would be sending the wrong message and ultimately harm profits, yes. And by selling to both sides, you maximize profits while good men and women perish. How convenient. We are a business, milady. We do what we must to survive. That does not mean, however, we are blind to the needs of our customers and our allies, which is why we support the Eorzean Alliance and their noble efforts to safeguard their realm's freedom throughout a mutually beneficial arrangement. If it were my choice, I would provide your little resistance with all the funding it needs, but as my good friend Sweet knows all too well, it is not my choice. Well, now that Hancock thoroughly lowered your spirits, you won't be as crestfallen when I inform you the Eorzean Alliance will also be unable to provide any assistance. And let me guess, you did everything in your power to try and convince the leaders of each city-state only to watch as they politely declined our proposal, claiming an unfortunate lack of intelligence or resources. Wait, how did you? Lothian sends his greetings to you and yours, having recently found strength through a newly formed alliance with our neighboring nations. Doma is open to further welcoming like-minded organizations. This includes our Dalmascan brothers and sisters still suffering under the imperial yoke. However, word has it that the latest attempt at reclaiming your kingdom ended in failure, resulting in the loss of countless lives, including many of the resistance leaders. You are not mistaken, our army is not what it once was. Those remaining have been forced to take refuge deep beneath the streets of Ravanastron. The Fourth Legion has already defeated you once. Lacking unity and leadership, the current resistance will not survive another tilt against the Empire's disciplined ranks. If Doma is to join hands with Dalmasca as an ally, you must first prove to us that you will stand as one. Doma as a full-fledged ally would serve far better to strengthen our cause than a few temporary soldiers. Yet even if we were able to wrest Dalmasca from the Empire's grasp without unity amongst your people, the resulting chaos could prove even more perilous to the kingdom. You understand much of our situation. And based on that understanding, you would refuse your aid to Lentisteers, am I correct? Do not mistake me. Lothian's refusal is but a message to help you plan your next step. You have a wise master. He understands that without proper planning, driving one enemy from your midst simply creates room for the next. Lady Fran will no doubt be pleased to hear that your response was exactly what she expected. You knew this whole time that your demands would be rejected, yet still you let this farce play out? You have my apologies, but this was all necessary to prove an important point to our leader. Lady Fran needed to show the princess just exactly what she was getting herself into, and your honesty today will serve us better than any hollow promise. Thank you. Wait, what about the Golmo jungle? Can you believe this? We are right back to where we started. Principal Genomis will not be pleased. Okay, return to Prima Vista. Okay. Movie markets. So we're going there. Gate guard seat. And the shuttle pilot. We are going to Prima Vista. If it is as you say, it is most unfortunate, but I suppose we did everything in our power, and that is all one could ask. I still do not understand. Why would Lady Fran send Sweet on this wild Paisa chase if she knew from the start it would be for naught? Vagi mentioned something about Fran proving a point to their leader, whomever that may be. People in positions of power can prove both naive and stubborn creatures. Simply telling a leader she is wrong may not convince her of the fact. Seeing one's own plan fail, however, is oft the best medicine. Naive and stubborn? Then the resistance is doomed. If a person as imposing as Fran is taking orders from her, then chances are this leader is even worse, Coupeau. I would not be so certain, Mont Blanc. My guess is that the individual in question is still quite young and inexperienced, and that Lady Fran is trying to teach her to be an effective leader through example. By allowing her to make her own mistakes, Fran is granting her the ability to learn and grow from them, an experience that will ultimately benefit her when the time comes to make some truly difficult decisions. Now, I seem to recall reading that one of the many faces of the resistance before the recent quelling was a young girl of royal blood. Do you suppose you may cease with your baseless presumptions, defector? The door was open. It's a bunny. And you would be? I would be here on orders from the leader of Lantisteers, against my better judgment, mind you. Greetings, Lady Fran. I presume I am Chenomis Sen Lexantair, principal of the Majestic Theatre Company. You and your colleagues are most welcome on the Prima Vista. What is it your leader would have of us? While you failed in meeting even a single of our demands, she recognizes that you were sincere in your attempts to see them fulfilled, and for that effort you are to be compensated. That is most generous. The ruins which you seek are hidden behind a waterfall here, a point roughly equidistant from the river's source and its delta. You have our thanks, Lady Fran. We will not forget this kindness. Father, I shall plot a course immediately. Ramza, what is going on here? Alma, you should be in bed. I've slept enough, brother. Tell me, who are our guests? It appears you once again prepare a leap into dangers more. Keep your wits about you, sweet. Lady Fran is strong, but then again, so was Bar Gamnan. If you'll excuse me. Are you mad? A trip to the surface in your condition? Listen to me, brother. The High Seraph beckons. She speaks to me through the Otius. The what? There is no need to worry. Mikoto and I have already devised a plan. I can help clear our family name. The Shalayan has no say in this. I am your father and I insist you remain here on the airship. What would your mother say if I allowed aught to befall you? Mother, that is what this is all about, isn't it? What it has always been about? You care not about Ivalice or the Oran name. No, you only seek to use the Orosid to bring Mother back. But you haven't been able to do that. You still do not understand how exactly it is that the shards translate one's desires into reality. That is where I can help. I can ask the High Seraph. It is she who created the Orosid. Ultima has bid me come to her place of imprisonment. If we free her, she will reveal unto us the secrets of her creations. Do you hear what you are saying, Alma? Even if there was the slightest chance of bringing Mother back, we cannot risk your life in doing so. Your brother is right. We have sacrificed too much already. I cannot bear the thought of losing you. Either of you. It's too late. Well. I'm so lonely, Father. Why must you love Ramza more than you do me? Do not be cozened by your daughter's words, for they are not her own. Help me, Rams. Alma. No, no. God's forfend. I told you, no one can control the power within those shards. No one. Sweet, here, take this. It might be the only thing that can save Alma, but we must hurry to the monastery. Come, we leave for the Golmo jungle now. Okay. Have I your permission to depart, sweet? Every moment we tarry here, my sister, she... Of course, Ramza, now is not the best of times. Of course, Ramza. Then hold on, I've set engines to full speed. Welcome to the land of my people. It would be a pure lie if I said I did not miss it some. Alma? Ramza, help me. Alma. Be gone. Alma, Ramza. Blood of the invokers, fulfill the ancient covenant, and grant unto me the vessel promised. What just... Wagi, to me. The girl is not well. Oh, might I suggest we continue this back at the Prima Vista Cupo? Who's that? Ah, unknown voice. Have you the courage to face true evil? What are you gulping at? The ship is this way, Cooper. Now Ramza is gone. Oh dearest Tia, what have I done? What have I done? Then I will say thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye bye.